Position is where something's at, and the mouse is right next to the cat. And now that he's heard her, he wants to be further away from that cat on the mat. If he stays there beside her, he'll end up inside her, the mouse and the cat on the mat. His emergency mission today is to keep his position okay. He must make a selection of different directions, keep moving in all sorts of ways. To the left, to the right, all day and all night, from sun up until sun went down. From pillar to post, sometimes far, sometimes close, that cat chased the mouse round the town. Every twist, every turn he made on his journey put a gap in between mouse and cat. Forwards and backwards, inwards and outwards, he kept that old cat in a flap. When the cat's in the middle, then be at the edge. If the cat's at one corner, go opposite instead. To avoid being captured and something that catch you must keep yourself well ahead. Over walls, along roofs, under bridges, through loos, the mouse went before, the cat after. When the cat's on the hunt, you must stay in front and try to get further apart. When the cat's in pursuit, keep changing your route, or things will end up in disaster. But he stopped underneath a latch clock, and the mouse had a terrible shock. The cat was beside him with no time for hiding. It was time the mouse ran at the clock. The hand on the right then went down, so clockwise the cat went around. But the mouse hand went anti, the mouse he went frantic, but the cat wore a smile, not a frown. I'm not here to eat you, I've brought you some cheese you accidentally dropped on the ground. Yes, the ending is cheesy, it's turned out so easy, it's just as you might have been wishing. They've changed their direction from fear to affection, it's a very much nicer position.
Let's have a look at the man in the middle here. And let's have a look at the key words that we're going to be using in our lesson today. Firstly, let's say these words out loud. Full turn, half turn, quarter turn, 3/4 turn. Let me show you what that might look like. We can see the man is looking at the blue square. If we did a full turn, the man would turn all the way around to complete a full turn. Half turn. The man's looking at the blue square. We're going to turn him halfway. And we'll notice his half turn brings him to the purple pentagon. A quarter turn. The man is facing the blue square. When we make a quarter turn, thinking back to your fractions, a man will turn 1/4 and end up looking at the green triangle. And lastly, 3/4 turn. Thinking again back to your fractions, we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 turn. This time, we have the man looking at the blue square, and after he's moved, he's looking at the purple pentagon. What word would you use from here to complete the sentence? I have made a half turn. Let's look at this one. Before the man moved, he was looking at the yellow star. After, he's still looking at the yellow star. What word would you use to complete the sentence? I have made a full turn. Next, the man has been looking at the blue square. He's now looking at the green triangle. What turn do you think he's made? The man has made a quarter turn. Okay, let's look at the next part of our lesson. The keywords we need to understand are anti-clockwise and clockwise. You think of the way that the hands move on a clock, it is clockwise. And if they were to go the opposite way, it would be anti-clockwise. So let's have the man looking at the blue square to begin with. If I make a half turn clockwise, what shape will I be facing? Well, I'm going to be making a half turn clockwise, so I need to move to the right. Half a turn means I would end up at the purple pentagon. If I was to make a half turn anti-clockwise, what shape will I be facing? That's right. I will go the opposite way and make half a turn and end up at the blue square. Now let's imagine that the man is facing the yellow star. If I make a 3/4 turn clockwise, what shape will I be looking at? Well, here we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. The man will be facing the purple pentagon. If I make a quarter turn anti-clockwise, what shape will I be looking at? That's right. The man will be facing the green triangle. A quarter turn anti-clockwise, that means we go the opposite direction of how the hands move around a clock, and we'll be facing the green triangle.
Assault course, brilliant, I love this stuff. But why the blindfold? Ah, excellent. It's a team building exercise in trust. So you have to get your friends to the other side of the beam, capture the flag and bring it back using directions and turns, with only these two as your guides. Feeling confident? Right then, 3 steps forward. Now you need to do a clockwise quarter turn. This means you must turn in the direction that the hands of a clock turn in. Now 3 steps forward. Right, grab the flag and do a half turn. Now take 3 steps to reach the midpoint. Yes, so that's one more anti-clockwise quarter turn to go. I saw that. You can't just turn the map. That's the trust out the window then.